Okay, hello everyone. In this quick tutorial, well, hopefully quick, we're going to set up a product tour. So an interactive product tour is basically when someone logs in to your GoHighlevel, they see this launch screen, right? Which is all well and good, but it's not exactly incredible. It's really good for this, like, download the app and everything, but it doesn't really show you around like what this does. So a lot of people have to usually create videos and a video tour to show how they're setting up their snapshots, which is what you're meant to do. I would suggest that you do have that, but I think what should be the first thing that they log in and see is something like this. So anytime. So it's going to be like an interactive product tour to show people around. So as you can see here, and what we're going to do in this, so the end goal here is hopefully for you to watch me build something for my other SaaS, and hopefully you can go along. There are a couple of settings that are like, I think is the reason why people have been it hasn't worked for them, like things like it will come up continuously, not just the one time. So at the moment I've got it set to for it to continuously come up to everyone non-stop during this demo, but there are options and settings that you can do in Useitful so that it only comes up one time. So this is what it does. It goes and shows information. They click on it and little things start popping up everywhere. So it says like, where's the dashboard? Here's the conversations. Like, this is definitely, and inside here you can have like micro videos on each one of these, and links and all kinds of stuff. So you can see that you can put more information here than what I've got here. So I wanted this as just a kind of way to show them around, ultimately then lead to down here, which is the tutorial, so that they can start setting up some of the quick wins. So I'm sure you've done a lot of training before, but all the quick wins are things like Google My Business connection and putting the web chat onto their site and setting up the first reactivation campaign, something like that. So you can see that it's working. It's working in between everything, and yeah, and it can kind of like also go over little different things like smart controls, and what you can do is kind of just tell it the element of which one goes where. So you can see here I've gone in a bit more detail. Like, for example, I've used Chrome Capture to like make really quick GIFs. So that's a free tool, so go check that out. So I can just quickly make a real quick GIF and just chuck it there, and it looks all lovely. This is free, by the way. So Useitful is free. I've paid for the extra, like 10 quid a month or whatever, just so I can be fancy and have like colors, so it matches my site and everything. But you don't have to. You definitely start on the free plan and make something. So yeah, you kind of get the point here. So it can click on things, and it starts when it gets to there. The other thing that it can do is once they're done, there you go, checklist can come up. So checklist is obviously cool, right? So it will say take the guided tour, so it's already got that ticked, and it will remember per client, so which is based on the client's IP. So if they are using a VPN or something, then maybe there's a slight issue. I haven't seen that. I think it memorizes the kind of ID of the browser itself. And also you can have this product tour to just come up on desktop. It's important, but we'll get into that. But yeah, you can see here that I've also got a little checklist here. This is like, I think, the premium version, but again, I can't remember how much it is. It's not much. It's like 10-20 quid or something like that a month. But yeah, anyway, so it can just go through and then I can make it click on this and open up a nice image with that product tour. So that so this is the video that I would normally send to people to kind of get them started on the onboarding process. So obviously this one is just like, you know, a kind of, there you go, there's my big old face in the way again. So so yeah, I would then have this so that they can go and set up their snapshot. So you got like stage one, the guide, and then this one, they'll go in and set everything up. And of course, when they finish that, they come back, and then I want them to do things like join the Facebook group. I tell them also to go and follow GoHighlevel YouTube, and for like all the newest updates and things like that. And also, of course, I send them to my marketplace. So, and yeah, I can kind of like dismiss that, and it shouldn't come up again. But the tool will keep coming up until they've completed. So it's quite important that they complete that in the first go, otherwise it will do this kind of this bit here. So anyway, so we've got the checklist, and what we can do. So let's build it, right? So we go on to Useitful. So there should be a link below to go on Useitful. It is, if you're on the course, by the way, I will be sharing this on social media. So if you're on the SaaS in a Box course, there's a link below. So now I'm over here on Useitful on my other SaaS, Dr. DDS, and we are. Oh no, I'm on the wrong thing here. So so I'm on over here on Useitful, and what I want to do now is install to site. So I want to go in simple setup, copy the code. I don't need to do any of that stuff. It's pretty nice and simple. What we want to do is add this to the company. There's no APIs or anything on show, is there? Good. Okay. So we want to add it in here to this little bit, custom JavaScript, and click update company. So we are over here on we are back. So we've got it installed. So we've installed it to the site. Excellent. And now we've got to add new tour, and that's going to create your brand new tour. However, we can only do one tour. By the way, quick little thing here. If you wanted to get the upgrade, you can upgrade your plan by giving them a review. So obviously test it and then give it a review. So you can write a review and then you get like 3 months free, which is kind of cool. But yeah, anyway, so this is what I've built for my my other partner, Dr. DDS. So over on here now, we've got it all installed and everything, and I'm just going to run through what we're going to put together. So I made this file so to make this build a lot easier. If you're watching on social media, then I think it will be on the landing page below. If you're watching this in the SaaS in a Box course, it's connected, and I'll leave a link in the description so that you can easily grab this. But yeah, if you're watching this on social media, comment below for access to this, or I'll send you to a page so you can download it. Anyway, so what you want to do is kind of have a couple of things out. So you want this kind of up and ready to go, and you open up your whatever snapshot that you're going to be working on. The other thing is, and so so we have everything all together in one place. What it will do is what we need you to do is to install a Chrome plugin, and I do believe you can do that by integration or something like that. Where is it? See, it's been a while since I made this. Preview with plugin. There we go. So click on that and you can go and install the Useitful plugin, and then you log in. So make sure you're logged in here and then you're logged in on the app, the web app. Yes. And so go and add your first tour, and then what we'll do, and have this open as well, and have your snapshot open. Have it like next to each other like this. In fact, what's easier is to kind of like put it on one screen and then on the other, and then you can copy and paste between the two like that. Okay, so what you want to start with, don't worry about this at the moment. What we want is so we'll start with a 2 second delay, and then as you can see here, so we've got a delay of 2 seconds, and then I'm not sure how you want to exactly put this around, but you can kind of build it one whole piece at a time, or set them all up like this and then build each piece. It's probably better to build one piece at a time. So just copy and paste this stuff in here. I've put you know, there is mentions in here of power leads and like probably links as well. I'll try and remove them, or at least highlight them so that you know where to change it. So I mean, let's have a quick look at this doc. So what you have, hang on, where are we? What you have here is, it's going to work in this kind of way of, it's going to delay, and then you have this big welcome message. So you can use a from template, and then there's like these things here. So like welcome, one of them's a welcome. Yeah, one of them here, or you can use something else just for your welcome step, or you can just copy this. So just click add step and that will be there. The next one you want to add is you click add step and you click and you create a pointer. So you got pointer, model, and slide out, right? So you can just create one of those for each, and then what you can do is duplicate. So you can start with this. This is bugging me. So you can start with this, and the first one is a load delay. But let's have both of these next to each other so you can kind of see what's going on. Wherever I can. That's useful. There we go. It's a bit bigger. I need 2 screens badly. Yeah, so each one of these, the ones that have got this little hashtag thing, this is something called an element selector. So first one is a model, and you can I can color code these, I guess, to be a model. And then your next one is something called a pointer, so a dashboard pointer pull out. If you click edit step, you've got these settings. So you only need to make this make the settings for each of these for the pointer step and the slide out once. Okay, because then all you can do, as you can see, they're all just copies. So they're all you can just copy one to the other and then quickly change one single little setting. So what you can do is so this dashboard, so you want to have pointer, so follow along as you go. So pointer position against the element, and then the element goes in here. So we've got slash dashboard, which I've just realized is wrong on this document, so that was lucky. And And yeah, so that's good. And you can click here if you wanted to do something. Set this up first, but later what you can do is, if you wanted this pointing at a different element, you can click this and it will open up another side, and then you can pick which element, and it will select the CSS element selector. But anyway, so highlight the element. Then we want an automatic orientation, progress on the click of the element, run default action, make sure that's on, and then auto skip. So you've done your first one. Then your dashboard. So this is going to be a pull-out slide, and it's just your dashboard. So just you can click in here and change that, and click in here and change that, and copy that in. And then once you've got that one, and that one done, all you need to do is go to duplicate step, move it to the one below, and then you can. And then all you need to do, because it will duplicate all of these things, then all you need to do is you can do this copy trick, which by the way literally changed my life. Say if you wanted to, instead of like copy and paste, copy and paste, copy and paste, what you can do is you can highlight, Control C, highlight, Control C, highlight, Control C, and then and if you do it backwards, then what you can do is then press Windows or Command, I guess, on the Mac, Control V, and you've got conversations, click here, and SB. So I can just go and copy those. So it's super quick and easy to do that. And then all you need to do is just follow this all the way down. Do not add these. Don't add these pictures. These are just example pictures for what you can add. So get rid of those, and I'll show you in a second what I use to create GIFs like this and add them in just a second. But yeah, just follow it as is. Change some of these bits. Keep an eye out because there's a couple of like double pointers. Like there's a double pointer there, and there's a couple here, and then when it ends you go to the end tour, which again there's a template for end tour. What it should do is automatically save and keep saving and save, which is good. And what were we gonna do? That was a different thing. So yeah, so I've got things set up so that what I'm kind of ultimately trying to do here is get them go through and then watch the setup video. So I've created, a tutorial side element. So as you can see here, the element here will be unique to yours. So I'm not sure how I can show you that. Yeah, well, we can click on this, and then on one of the pages of the site, probably that one. Let's see if it does it. Oh yeah, the GIFs. That's what I forgot to do. So this will kind of highlight all these elements and everything. So you can do some more unique things. But this is this is not in normal GoHighlevel. This is a custom menu icon, which is in the sidebars of your like agencies and SaaS stuff. So you can add stuff in. So we've obviously got this one that's like, tutorials. So we need to grab that as a unique, and it's going to add it directly in there, and then boom, it's done. And then it's so you grab all those. If you want to do a different GIF, what I suggest to do is kind of go again. Where is it? That one. I would go to the launchpad, go here, and go and follow the whatever I did in these. So say if I wanted to recreate this one, this kind of thing, you know, make a fake one, and then what you can do is you can install something called Chrome Capture Screenshot and GIF Tool. And okay, that's a bad idea. And I can quickly just go record the tab, so I can capture or record, and then I can record the tab and then play about with this like that, and then back again, and maybe like go like this for like 10 seconds, just play about. So there's a lot of movement, so I can see it. Click save, go to GIF, go to WebM, hit save for that, and then what I can do is put this into my clients or your media files. So I'll just oops, still grabbing that. So I can go into the media files and basically get it, add to the media file. I'll just do it for here as an example. Chuck it in there, then grab the link, go into Useitful, go down to the opportunities, oh no, the model. As you can see here, I've already created one, but I did that by clicking that button up there and then copy and pasting that into there, and then I can change the width a little bit to maybe be 310, I don't know, and that should be quite nice for it to work. So actually I've got I kind of, so it should be, so we'll do that one and it should come up like that. What that's going to allow people to do is full screen it, which is very important. So that's better than the GIFs that I've actually got on mine. So that's really useful for people to use. Okay, and then you go save, and then that is kind of your build. Now what you need to do is the bit where a lot of people have messed up in the past, and that's these settings. So these settings are kind of the most important thing. Let me just get this so it's on the welcome bit here. So get a bit more room. So these are the parameters that, so let me just have a look at this document to just make sure. So as you can see right at the bottom, I put it at the bottom because this could be your last stage. You've got this header here, so this Elementor header. We need to set these. So this is the stuff that we need to set when we go live with it. But when we're previewing, we kind of want to delete all of this stuff. So we might as well just get rid of just have it as your. So I think when you open this for the first time, you won't actually have any of this, and you'll just have you know, it should just work straight away. So let's have. So I need to set some stuff so that it'll actually show up for me. So when I'm testing, I want it to show to the user every time, and I don't want it to remember the last step, and I want to get rid of that element because that element exists when I log in. So when I log in, this element exists because I'm on the agency. But what we want to do is but this element doesn't exist when a user logs in. So that's how we this is how we figure out whether or not they're a user or they're an agency without going through all the API and all that stuff. So best thing to do, go to one of your snapshots, go to launch and go here and make sure you're logged in and everything. And if I've got this correct, this should now work for me. So you can preview the tour by going there and going in like that, and you can just test to see if everything works. I'm not sure if it will work for me because I've already clicked install Might do. We'll see. So it does. So that's has previewed, but it hasn't loaded the back screen for some odd reason, because it looks like it's still slow. So I think that's because, I'm not sure, we've got a delay here. So yeah, if I just get rid of that, and I think what we're going to do is, so on yours it should be fine straight away, but because mine was already working, because mine's already published, it kind of did that. So now what should happen when I get rid of this and I'm published, it should work straight away. See, it's remembered where I am, and I don't want it to remember where I am. So yours should work straight away. Yeah, for some reason it's still remembering. But because you've never used it before, so this is why it actually kind of does work now for compared to other people. So there we go. Okay. So now that it's actually got those settings in, so this is my kind of test settings, right? So it's me as a user. So what it's doing, and I'll quickly explain, it's making sure that it's on location, right? So it's finding that it's got that in the URL, that location slash location slash. So it's got that, and which means that it's not going to show up on the agency side, because that part of the URL only shows up when you're on a location. And then it's also going, it's on a desktop because we don't want it showing on a, because it goes kind of crazy if it goes on a mobile. So we don't want that. So we only want it goes onto a desktop. And we can test this, and yeah, everything's working fine. So go through, test everything. Then you can go live, I do believe. Then what you want to do is go live and do exactly what I just did there. And go live without any of this last step. Remember, again, make sure that it works. So not within the preview, and everything's all good and everything lines up and you're happy with everything. So like, for example, like, you know, this is what I like about that. So it's much better. So I can actually like see what's going on. Test all the links and everything, and you can also test to see, so what should happen, right? So now I know it works. Now what I want to do is make it only work for new users, and I want it to only show once. You can have this button at the bottom, so once and then manually, so it will autoplay first and then there's a little button at the bottom, but I like it just being played once so that it doesn't take up any, because sometimes it'll cover this like bottom bit here, and then it'll make things hard for the client in the future to like click save and just play it once. So yeah, so what we want in order to make this live for customers and work perfectly for the customers, we want to go just once, add a condition, element that doesn't exist. Then let's go back to here, grab this helper icon. So when that help, oh, don't want to do that. Down here, grab that, and we want it to start automatically, and we want it to remember the last step. So that's it. And yeah, just click save. And if you want, you can add your themes and things like that. You need to upgrade. You need to get the 14-day free trial. And if you want as well, you can add checklists. So checklists are pretty cool. So that, and what you can do there is have like a have the tour play, and once it's exited out, it can then come up with this checklist. And within that checklist, like I said, I think at the beginning, that was a while ago. Like I said at the beginning, it can then play after the tour is played, and then we can kind of grab, get them to go somewhere else, like join a Facebook group or go to the marketplace, etc., etc. So that's it. Hopefully you've enjoyed the course. We've got this, like I said, this document will be on the SaaS in the Box course, which I think is on sale at the moment. So if you need a snapshot for your Pro or for your SaaS or for your Go High Level, shameless plug, but it's there. And I think the next video that I'm going to be working on is ChatGPT within Go High Level and using Pabbly, not Zapier, Pabbly to kind of do things like quick upsells and bookings and things like that. And yeah, I'll make that video very soon and upload that to the SaaS in a Box course as well. And there is a new service that might be out by the time you see this, but it's going to be VAs combined with AI. So we've had the ability now to create daily blogs and videos on trending subjects and get VAs to basically create these this content on a daily basis, and then interlink it between all social media. So use Go High Level Social Planner to send it out all across there, and then have like comments underneath which sends people back to the blog. So it kind of creates this kind of crazy like SEO content machine. We're just testing it now, and it's probably going to be released by the time people see this, if you're on the course, if you're coming a bit later. But yeah, it's a really cool service, and I'm looking forward to doing a beta run with a couple of clients. It's working really well for us and 2 other clients. I think I'm going to look for 2 more beta people, and then do a cool little launch. So that's just something that we're working on, and I think it's going to be a bit of a game changer in the whole content world. Right. Okay. See you in the next one.